Are you having trouble with your online reputation and you want to know how bad it really is? Or perhaps you already have an online reputation management campaign in progress and you want to get an idea whether or not the company is doing a good job? Well, I've got a free tip for you today. Check this out. Hi, I'm Craig Brocky from Reputation Experts in Beverly Hills, and today I want to show you a free tool you can use to assess how bad a situation is in terms of online reputation, and also how strong a particular online reputation campaign is. So there's a free toolbar. It's from a company called Ahrefs.com, and here's the URL up here. You can download it for either Chrome or the Firefox browser. And if you want, just do a search on Google for Ahrefs toolbar, you'll find it. Then next thing you want to do is install it. And now I'm going to give you an example. Now what I did is I went to ripoffreport.com and I just randomly selected a company name. I wanted to select a company that I could give an example of and it wouldn't necessarily affect the day-to-day business or make them feel embarrassed or anything like that. And I happened to find a company that's out of business now, and perhaps the Ripoff Report had something to do with that. I don't know. Anyway, this company appears to be out of business right now, called Precision Auto Protection. And as you come down here, you'll see that they've got a ripoff report, actually two ripoff reports showing here. So now the first thing I like to do when I'm looking at an online reputation management campaign is fire up the Ahrefs toolbar. There's a little icon up here, and it wants to be blue when it's enabled. And you just come down here and you look at the negative that you're dealing with. And it's going to show you how strong the domain name is. So ripoffreport.com is a fairly strong domain name. It's a 65 out of 100 in terms of their metrics. And you also want to look at how strong the page is. They're only scoring the page as a 12 out of 100. And it'll also show you how many backlinks. BL stands for backlinks. And a backlink is basically a link that's pointing to a particular page. And generally speaking, the more links that are pointing to a page, the more strength that is passed on. Although it gets a little bit more involved with that because there are quality of links too. Sometimes one quality link can be stronger than 1,000 crappy or low quality links. Anyway, you can get a gauge here in terms of how strong the page is. It'll also show you how many referring domains or how many different domain names are linking to that site out of the various backlinks. And then also any kind of social media activity on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. So it'll give you an idea if people have been sharing this negative and boosting it up that way. But in this case, this customer is quite fortunate other than the fact that they're currently out of business. So the other thing we look for are positives that are currently on the first few pages of Google, because those typically are the quickest to respond and to actually move up in the rankings than something that is brand new and that we're publishing for the first time. Something that's brand new can often take several weeks or several months to rank above a negative right on the first page of Google. Whereas something that's already on the first page can oftentimes be boosted up with some social media signals and backlinking and some sort of promotional effort. Sometimes we can do on-page SEO, it's called, or actually adapting the keywords on the page and adding content to the site and making it more relevant. Those types of things we can all look at doing, and we like to do that with things that are already ranking on the first few pages of Google. So coming down here, we see that there is a Facebook listing right below the negatives. Now, as you can see, Facebook is a much stronger domain name, and there have been 13,000 likes on this page, but no other activity. That's quite a few likes, but there's no backlinks to this page from any different domain names. Now here is a negative YouTube video. A former employee, a disgruntled employee, actually felt the need to post a negative video about this company. So obviously this is another negative we'd want to push down. Coming down, we look for other obvious positives. We go on to page 2, and we're looking for things like Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram can sometimes rank. A Wikipedia user page can sometimes rank really well. CNN iReport is excellent. There's all kinds of great online reputation assets that you can develop. And what we want to do is identify positives. For instance, Indeed.com is a fairly decent site. You can see it's quite a strong domain name, 72 out of 100, but there's no links or social media activity. And this is also an example of a site that you can claim, and you can add some content, some photos, and give it some more relevance and give it a boost in the search engines. So this one could be very quick to respond. And going on to page 3, just not a lot of assets to work with. So for this client, we'd want to be setting up new assets, things like precisionautoprotection.wordpress.com and other similar assets like that. There's a great site called noam.com. I'll show you that quickly. But basically what you'd want to do is go to noam.com and do a search for your name or your company name and find out all the different popular assets that are currently available and register all of those. But I guess we're getting a little bit beyond the scope of this video. What I wanted to show you is the Ahrefs toolbar and how it can be a tool to assess, first of all, the negative listing. How strong is it? How much power is pushed into that from social media and other websites? Secondly, what assets do you have to deal with and what's going to have to be developed? And then the existing assets, how much power and authority are already directed at those assets? And what will need to be manufactured by an online reputation management campaign to push it up above the negatives and suppress the negatives? Okay, I hope you found this very helpful. I'm here for free initial consultations. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to help. Take care.